It Feels by Tom Petty is a very simple song and a good song for beginners because it's based around standard chords. You'll need to know an E, an A, a D, a B, and then there will be a little bridge break that sounds really cool that is also quite approachable for beginners of. So the opening chord is going to be an E major chord. You're going to put your second finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, first finger on the 3rd string 1st fret, and everything else will be open. Inside of the intro for this song, there is harmonica playing throughout the intro, and then also the verses. A lot of the guitar part seems to be palm muted, meaning that you take the palm of your hand and just lay it right across the saddle of your guitar, and you're going to be strumming through your palm laying there instead of strumming open strings. You're laying your palm to mute a little bit, and it sounds like that really the picking is just taking place on strings 6, 5, 4, and maybe every now and then it'll hit the 3 on the E. And that's what it sounds like to me, is just kind of 3 downs. And then leading into the A, you'll alternate a little bit on strings 4 and 3, or 3 and 4, or 4 and 5 before going into the A. To make the A, you'll open up the 5th string. So you'll have an open 5th string, then you'll bar with your first finger across strings 4 and 3 on the 2nd fret. You can go ahead and complete the A bar by fretting the 2nd string 2nd fret if you want to, but really all that I hear coming out in this chord of the verses are strings 5, 4, and 3. And it's just alternating palm muted between strings 5, 4, and 3. And you alternate between those chords A and E like this. In between each chord, it sounds like I can hear in the moving of the chords the open 4th string. Notice how I'm staying away from the top 2 strings altogether though. So that's the verse that alternates back and forth. Whenever we get to the pre-chorus, it will open up. You're not going to palm mute anymore, so lift your palm off the bridge and you'll go an E chord to a B chord. The way that this B is going to be being played, it looks like a bar chord, but it's not, because you're not actually barring anything. You actually want for the strings that you're not fretting to ring out in this chord. So you're going to put your first finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, your pinky finger on the 4th string 4th fret, pinky finger on the 3 string 4th fret, and then you'll have an open 2 and 1 behind it. And if you hit the open 6th string, it's not going to kill the chord. So that's going to be your B chord. And then it'll come back down to the E chord and then go to a type of an A chord. So the E chord is just a standard E chord that we looked at earlier, but whenever you go to the A chord, a lot of people that I see doing this go to an actual A major chord. You can hear the B string continuing to ring out in this A chord. So out of your E chord, what I would do is just put your pinky finger down on the 3rd string 2nd fret, leave your ring finger where it was at on the 4th string 2nd fret for the E chord, and then just lift up, your ring finger, leave your ring finger where it was on the 4th string 2nd fret, and then raise your 2nd finger up to expose the 5th string, and then strum across the chord, leaving strings 1 and 2 open. And that's the pre-chorus. It will go E to the B, back to the E, up to the A, and repeats E to the B, to the E, to the A. And then for the chorus, it's going to be E, D, and A. For the E, same E major as before with strings 6, 1, and 2 ringing out open. The D chord is a partial D chord. You're just going to fret the 3rd string 2nd fret and the 2nd string 3rd fret, and you will leave the 1st string open. You'll strum from the either 4th or 5th string down. Either one is okay, but you want to avoid the open 6th string in this D. So you're going E, D, And then for the A, it's going to be the same A chord as before, where you've got a ringing second and ringing first string. So you're just fretting strings 4 and 3 on the second fret with an open 5 string strumming down. That's the chorus. E, D, A. Holds on this A before going back into the verse. And those are the chords for the song so far. To cover this bridge part, the way that you will do this is it's moving out of what feels like an E minor to me. So I'm putting my first finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, and then I will strum the open 6 string, hitting the open 6 and the fretted 5. And then I put my 2nd finger down on the 6th string 3rd fret, and you'll hammer on with either your 2nd finger or your pinky finger, whichever is easiest for you. I usually use my pinky finger to the 4th string, not 4th string, to the 6th string 4th fret. So you've got E, G hammer. So open 6th string, then I'm going to speak frets now, 3, 4. And then you'll hit the 5th string 2nd fret that you've got fretted there. And then you'll use your pinky finger to hit the 5th string 5th fret, and then you'll bring it down 1 fret to the 5th string 4th fret. And that's the first round of the bridge. Very slowly. And then that repeats. Except for the last time through, you then open up and hit the open 5th string. Now in the hitting the open 5th string for the last note of the, or every other note of the bridge, every other last round of the bridge rather, sometimes I will move and actually then play an A chord with that before going back into the E minor. First time through, second time through, and then out of that it goes back into the chorus chords of E, D, A, before coming back into the verse chords. So those are the chords, movements, and the neat bridge part to this Tom Petty song. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach it.